I am Pika sir. So today I'm going to upload the second part of this chapter, New Empires and the Kingdoms. So let's start the chapter. Now, in the previous class, we have discussed about the Harishana and the Allahabad Prasasti. So I am elaborating the informations what actually was inscribed in the Allahabad Prasasti. Okay, so one by one, I am reading. The great Samudragupta actually, that in the Aryabhatta area, or you can say the North India, uprooted ninth kingdom, and all the ninth kingdoms, were under the direct control of the Gupta empires because it was very important for him, to sum much or to defeat these all kingdoms. Otherwise, these all kingdoms would be the threat for the Gupta empires. Followed. Now, point number two. The great Samudragupta also defeated the 12 rulers in the Dakshinapata. You can say that South India, especially the Southeast Indias, and submitted under the Gupta empires. Now, he allowed them later on to rule again, but under the rule of the Gupta administration. Followed. Now, point number three was written in the Allahabad Pillar inscription, like many Gana Sanghas, in Nepal, Assam, and definitely Assam's also, West Bengal, and some special Gana Sanghas which were associated with the Vajji Mahajanapadas. You can remember in the chapter 6 we have discussed already. So it becomes the part of the Gupta Empire also during the Samudraguptas. It also written or inscribed in the Allahabad Prasastis. Now, some outer portions, not outer actually, because in that time the India was undivided. So Samudragupta captured Gandharas. Gandharas means Afghanistan. Sindh means Pakistan. Ceylon. Ceylon means Sri Lanka. It also, these three very big parts also some much, you know, under the leadership of the Samudragupta. And they offered daughters in marriage. That means these three areas accepted the suzerainty of the Gupta empires and started the matrimonial alliances. Now on the right side, you can see the image of the Allahabad Pillar inscriptions. Here I have posted this, and what Allahabad Pillar inscription written in details, you can read it. It's very interesting. So if you want, you can read this Allahabad Pillar inscriptions. Followed. Now, here are some pictures. Some pictures of the coins, that see that Samudragupta was sitting, playing the binas, and the point number two, it is the Nalanda University, which was, founded by Kumaragupta I, and point number three, image of the coins. You can see that the king and queen. So it is known as the king queen type of the coins. And point number four, it is actually the image of the Chandragupta II or the Vikramaditya, and point number 5, it is also the image of the Chandragupta II. And on the left side, you can say there are different kind of armies of the Gupta Empire. See that in infantry, the traces of their weapons, you can see. So that's why I have uploaded this picture so you can understand that what kind of armies were present in that time during the warfare activities. Followed. Now, we'll talk about the Vikrama Samvat. So Vikrama Samvat is, it's a kind of calendars, you can say. It's a kind you can say also it's a kind of era or the yug, you can say. So Vikrama Samvat was started in the 58 Gupta era. So I have already told you that Gupta era started by the Chandragupta I in 321 CE. Understood? So 58 Guptara means 321 CE plus 58, so 379 era. In on this year, Vikrama Sambat started. Now, who started this? Chandragupta II. Okay, because he defeated the Sakas and rescued his sister-in-law Drupadavi. Followed. So, as a mark of the victory, the great, that means the great Chandragupta II, assumed the title Vikramaditya. On the right side, you can see that the coins, which was inscribed by the Gupta rulers, and it is the image of the Vikrama Sambat. Okay, so you can read. It is written in the Sanskrit language. You can read it clearly. Now, the genealogies. All the processes which we have found of the ancient India, like Gupta dynasty, like Pushyavati dynasty, like other dynasties also, they always mention their the genealogies, or you can say the list of their families, forefathers, ancestors, descendants, like in Elavat pillar inscription or the Elavat processes, we found the dynasties names and and family members names. Now their grandfather, their grandmother, father, mother, brother, each and everyone's name were mentioned in the Elabat pillar inscription. Like Chandragupta I married to the Kumar Devi, as you all know, and Kumar Devi also belonged to the Lichabhigana. Already you have read in the chapter 6. Okay, that's why Chandragupta and that's why Samudragupta, when inscribed the coins, he always mentioned that the Lichabhitohitras. Okay, and sometimes from the Chandragupta one, we got the knowledge from the coins of the Guptas that Chandragupta one was the first ruler of the Gupta dynasty who assumed the title Maharaja. Maharaja means who are controlling, or who were controlling the large part of an area. Okay, and before Chandragupta I, all the rulers of the Gupta dynasty assumed the title as the Rajas. That means they were ruling, in a very short areas. Okay, so in this way, I have uploaded the list of the families of the Guptas. Like you can see that the Sri Gupta was the founder of the Gupta dynasty, then Ghatotkacha Gupta, then Chandragupta, then Samudragupta. Okay, Ramagupta, Chandragupta II, you can read the family list. So you can easily assume that from 321 CE to 550 CE, the great Gupta dynasty, was present in the ancient India, and they contributed a lot for for to bring the classical age for the ancient Indian history. So this little bit information I wanted to share with you, and I wanted to explain that what is written exactly in your NCERT book. So I hope you have understood. I hope you have understood. Thank you very much. If you have any queries or any questions, definitely you can ask me through my WhatsApp, or you can call me directly. So stay happy and stay healthy during this time. Don't go outside. Thank you very much.